Good, whatever it is. I'm Antalous. Welcome back to Space Engineers. So, I've been collecting some resources. I still don't have the stone or gravel that I need to finish the reactors on that. And I'm not exactly willing to scrap one of my reactors on the ship. Like, I've seen that I can run off of one. I don't trust it enough, honestly, especially if I'm going to get shields online. So, we need to find some stone. Which is funny, it's something I never thought I'd say, but we're gonna do that. So I think I'm just gonna start by get our hydrogen thrusters on. We got 100% hydrogen. Unlock our gear. I do not know what that effect was off of the right side. Among other things, we also need to find platinum. So that's part of my motivation here for continuing on, is just platinum's needed for shields. Ice, nickel, iron, cobalt. We gotta stay fairly low to the ground to make this work. And honestly, this moon might just be all ice, which would be unfortunate. 94%. It is fortunate, I mean, if we do need to refill the tanks. But we should be good for a little bit, thinking. What does that sound? Also, the ship seems to have lost its air tightness, so we took some damage somewhere, and I'm not entirely sure where that came from. I don't think I landed hard or anything. Oh, right, our missing thruster. That would probably do that. I feel really smart right now. Let's continue forward. I'm not willing to search this moon forever, too. I'm gonna have a limit of just a few minutes, and then honestly we'll leave this moon and come back. As a side note, I tested out that miner. I flipped it over to creative to get my screenshot. I saved prior to doing that, so I haven't finished it, because the build and repair system would do that. And it can't lift off. I didn't build enough ion thrusters on it, which is unfortunate. I think I'm going to add the tiered ion thrusters mod, just because, well, I don't want to make that ship a bajillion thrusters strong. So we'll go ahead and continue forward. And I wish there were tiers of reactors as well. There's probably a mod for that. Matter of fact, I'm sure there is a mod for it. Cobalt, silver, nice. Okay, that sound is worrying me. Every once in a while there's just this loud clank. Like that. And I'm really worried that we have something slamming around inside of our ship. You know what, let's go ahead and turn on the projector. Because we've got... Oh. It's already on. Did I not set up... I haven't set up the blueprint because I moved it. That's right. Okay. I'll have to do that later. We'll keep this ship not airtight for now. 150 meters up. That's a little high to be scanning for resources. Which makes me want to add those hover engines as well. Because it would be fun to have just a little scout ship that could skim along the surface. Because this thing 50 meters up is kind of terrifying, I feel like. Hey, there's the sun. Good. I've been wanting to see that. You know what? Screenshot. And there's a pretty good chance that one of those will be the title slate. Ooh, I like that better. Can I do it? I know I'm totally distracted right now. But if I don't do this right now, I will forget. And that's part of the reason why some of these videos take so long. Is I forget one little thing like the screenshot, and then I have to reload Space Engineers, and that's a whole, you know, up to 10 minutes, because this thing loads so well. Let's just bring it down. We're not really scanning for resources anymore. 48% hydrogen. We're going to need to refill our tank soon. I was also thinking I'm going to add the full nanite system that can mine for me as well too, because I just don't think mining in this is all that great of gameplay. And there are other mods that will do it too, but I like the nanite one. Silver, I'm only seeing ice all around. You know what? Oh, what is that? Observation outpost. Let's set down here. And I think I'm actually going to make a plan to siege that. But I need a way to refill our hydrogen tanks quickly before we do that. So I'm thinking I'm going to add an ugly mining rig in the meantime to the bottom of this. Somewhere relatively flat. Yes, I know there's ice there. Kind of really obvious. Also, landing lights. Down and down. Park? Yes, okay. Okay, let's go and work on those projects. 62% oxygen. Let's top off before we go. Okay. This is totally not what I was planning on doing with today. It's just like, we'll look real quick, it'll be 5 minutes, and then we'll go to space again. And I'm running into a door, not looking where I'm going. And yeah, it'll be all sorts of fun. But nope. That is not to be. Okay, steel plates, we're gonna need a bunch. I already have some. I have some ice as well. Oxygen tank, oxygen generators. There you go. That made like nothing. And I know I'm venting air every time I do that. I'm honestly just not patient enough. Because I don't feel like I need to be. Ice is plentiful where I am right now. Okay. So, ugly mining rig. I like the idea of building it kind of centered. We'd need to hover it to do that. I built it over here though. Or if we built it up here even. Oh, I could still center it. However, we've got the giant ion thruster, which I want to keep. And, oh, I guess that's another reason why I don't feel like I need to conserve ice. So there's that thing. So, mining rig. What if I just built it off the side? What I'm thinking I'm going to do is a piston with a bunch of drills strapped to it. If we could make it even, that would be perfect. One on this side, one on the other, or just dead center on the ship. What about the back? Like, I'm just curious where the conveyor setup is the best for it. That's not terrible. We'd have to bring it out a little ways. Go around these engines. But I'm not opposed to that. Yep, we're gonna do that. So we'll get rid of these. And let's go ahead and set down, because I do have limited hydrogen, even if I'm barely touching it. Because we're on the moon. Okay, so I'm not going to need reactors or anything here. I'm going to want conveyors. Conveyors. And let's add in a sorter block. Which means I need a connector, or I guess more correctly an ejector. Is that right? I think a connector could do either. I'm going to want to put the vent back on. And we're going to need, of course, the piston. Gotta use the right button as well. And you drill. Called it the miner. Okay, so let's change this color to not going to get round away immediately. Oh, that's actually really close. It's just right where it needs to be. So if we do that, though, and extend it one out, and then this is where we'll put the conveyor. That off. And then we can put the vent on that. Nope, what if we put it on the side? Which is nothing. Good. Okay, and then we do another pipe, then the ejectors. It's not available for large ship. I swear it said in that menu it was available for large ship. Oh, nope. Do a connector. And I don't think I'm out of the range of the build and repair system yet. Oh, no, we need this to be a sorter. Like, I don't plan currently on getting rid of stone because clearly I need it right now. But in the future, we probably will get more stone than we need. So it depends on what we are mining with this. And again, as I said, this is temporary. So anyone who's freaking out about how ugly this is, I'm sorry. But we will fix this. Oh, is that gonna... that is gonna be a lot lower. Yep, that's a problem. So, bump this up instead. Just trying to figure out the best way to make this work. Let's get this out of our face. Because I don't want to have to drill down every time this thing comes in for a landing, which is what the current situation is. Can I see how close we're about a block difference. Isn't terrible. If there weren't the thrusters running down the middle, that would be a nice place to put it too. What if we change our plan and run it out this side here? Because there's got to be some sort of a connector going to these. Oh, that's the side of that engine. And there's our conveyor. I think honestly that solves a lot of issues. Connector. There's our conveyor. There's another conveyor. We double conveyor it. Yeah, I'm gonna want it one further back. We'll do that, and then we'll do conveyor 2. Nope. I just feel like the conveyor tubes are too flimsy looking. Again, this isn't ideal, like it's not going to look all that pretty. But we need a way to quickly get tons and tons of ice into this thing. We're going to do the tubes because I think we're low enough on resources. Okay, and then we're about one up from where that one was. It's good. And if we put a drill on the end of this, still on the ground. And we're running low on hydrogen. Let's go refill it. The problem is I don't want it too high, because then we just lose how deep that can go. But if it's too low, we have to drill down every time we want to land. And I really should just grab a hydrogen bottle. I'm sure there's someone screaming that at their monitor right now. But, I don't plan to be flying for too long. Just saying, you know, I've been like continuously on my jetpack for about 10 minutes. I think the whole ship is depressurized right now. Okay, so let's move some of this stuff. Need one section. Also, all this. There we go. And yes, because I'm doing this all at once, some of this will probably just drop off. But that's okay. Again, I'm not going for pretty on this, I'm just going for does the job. Because this is going to be a temporary system. Yeah, that's about as low as we can go. That is level with it. So we do start with just 5 drills per side. And I think I need to even it out on the other side to make it work at all. Gotta make sure that inner one gets done. Construction components. And then this side, we need the same thing. So one there, one there. And we're going to build off the back one. Need to see what resources I'm missing too. So, build and repair system, grind before weld. Select. Drill. Missing items is blank. What if you grind if weld gets stuck? Specifically. I'd rather have these drills online. Fair. Okay. We're probably still needing some construction components. Okay, we're getting it done. Construction components. Large steel tubes, more construction components. Okay. Looks like we're probably out of those. Construction components. 100. And let's order up some large steel tubes for good measure. Probably not nearly enough, but that's okay. Can't pull those out. as conveyor issues, which means the build and repair system might not actually be able to grab them either. I gotta fix some of those issues. I don't know what's wrong with it either. My best guess is an ownership issue somewhere, because I've followed the conveyors as deep as I dare go without ripping this entire thing apart, and I can't find it. So that's an issue. But I'm worried if I reset the ownership of what would happen to pre-existing bases, such as that one, because they're a lot of fun. And yeah, I just think it's something we want to play with. So I don't know though if I'm willing to manually truck all this stuff back and forth. I should check it, but anyways, I'll figure that out off camera, get the rest of this drill system online, because I'm sure I can do that. But anyways, I'm Antalous. I will catch you later.